Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today I want to talk about, have you ever just felt really confused? Just like confused about, an aspect of your life, or maybe more than one aspect of your life. That's where I'm at right now. That's completely where I'm at right now. Right now, I'm confused. And this is what I'm confused about. So I went on this little weight loss journey. I think I set the intention back in October of last year, of 2024. Set the intention I was to lose 50 pounds by the time I went on my trip to Paris, which was in the end of April, May, beginning of May. I was going to lose 50 pounds in that time frame. I didn't lose 50 pounds. Still haven't lost 50 pounds, but I did lose, I think it was like 23 pounds. And I've maintained the 23 pounds. So that was part of where that is the confusion. Well, the confusion is this. The actual confusion. I mean, the weight loss was great. And even in those 23 pounds, I saw it was significant, but my body like shifted. Some things shifted. Okay. And I feel we're getting to know each other here. And I feel comfortable telling you these things. You know what I'm saying? Where my body shifted was primarily my lower body. Okay. Now, I am naturally more top heavy I'm more top heavy. Let's just say that. So I'm not a big hip butt woman. I'm not that woman. And so when I lost those 23 pounds, I lost them in the lower part of my body. The part of my body that was good, I don't need to lose another ounce of weight in that area. That's where I lost all the weight. Like, my legs have always been one of my best features. I'm not to toot my own horn, but yeah, I'm gonna toot my own horn, because if I don't toot it, ain't nobody gonna toot it. You know what I'm saying? My legs have always been one of my best features. So when I lost the weight, like, my muscle structure shifted. Now, granted, I did, I went, trying to think. I didn't go, okay, I've gone vegan before. Previously, like a couple years ago, I went vegan. This time I didn't go vegan. I went, not vegan. I did give up meat. But I ate, more fruits and vegetables. And so my legs, now, or after that, my legs started to look real scrawny. Scrawny is the only word that comes to mind. I don't know if scrawny is in the dictionary, but that's what they look like to me, is scrawny. Like no real form. You know what I mean? And I was like, what, you know? And okay, so there's that. And then I started noticing, oh, my turn. I started noticing, like, and I get these two mixed up. There's varicose veins and then there's spider veins, and I'm not sure which is which. I know one of them, I believe, is like, it's just your vein, like let's say my hand, you see my veins poking out. I think one of them, either varicose veins or spider veins, is where your vein is poking out, you know, over your skin. I think that's what one of them is. And then spider vein is where you just can see your veins, but they're not necessarily poking out. You just see the blue veins. I think. I could be completely wrong. Well, now I have both of those situations in my legs. I have, you know, if that's what spider veins, if what I just described, if one of those is spider veins and the other one is varicose veins, I have both of those situations going on in my legs right now. Since this whole weight loss thing, I got them both. And you know, now that it's summer, you know, I wear skirts a lot. I'm a skirt wearer. I don't wear a whole lot of dresses because, again, I'm more top heavy. So when I buy a dress, because I'm one size up top and I'm another size below. You know what I mean? I mean, not like a small and a large, but they're closer in size than that, but it's two different sizes. Okay. So yeah, my legs have changed in that way. And I've also noticed a couple, what appears to be bruises on my legs. I haven't bumped into anything. I haven't scratched anything. Just like bruises. And it's on the back of my legs. So you know, like if I'm lotioning my legs in the morning, I don't notice it. It's not until I'm at my job and I look in the full-length mirror and I turn around and I say, wait a minute, where did that bruise come from? So I've noticed that. And this has all been since I lost the weight. And so then I decided, you know what? Giving up meat completely, it may not be for me right now. It just may not be for me. So I went back and incorporated meat a couple of times a week. First I incorporated it a couple of times a week. Just let's stop fooling around. Let's bring back meat, but just a couple of times a week. So I did that. And I did notice, one thing I noticed is, because I did have some my skin was starting to be loose. You know what I mean? On my legs. I can't really explain it beyond that. It just, my skin on my legs were loose. Really my upper legs, my upper thighs and all. The skin was just very loose. And so I said, okay, forget all of this, no meat. I may need to have some meat. And so I said, okay, I'm going to have, they say that salmon is good, for you. So I'm going to have salmon. I'm going to have salmon like once a week, So I try to do salmon once a week and like maybe one other meat once a week too, And I did notice since I reincorporated meat in my life, the flabbiness. Did I call it flabbiness? Or did I call it something else just now? The flabbiness with my upper thigh area. That helped that area. So the meat did help. And I get it, it's the protein. I guess I'm not consuming enough protein. That's why people add like protein powders and things in their smoothies and stuff like that. Okay. So, and I remember going to, this was a little while ago. I went to one of those I don't know what they're called, health stores, like in the mall, like I forget what one of their names are. They're like a generic store that carries a lot of like powders, but it's not a health food store, not like they carry supplements. The name is on the tip of my tongue. They carry supplements and they carry like protein powder, like that kind of stuff. So I went to one of those stores in the mall, just, random one day, because this was on my mind. And I was like, I probably am not getting enough protein. And so I'm losing the muscle. And I'm not exercising, clearly. Or I hadn't been exercising. It's, it's winter, mainly when I lost the weight. I'm not walking. I'm just not getting the exercise in. So I went into one of those stores and was talking to the guy, and I'm thinking, they sell protein powders and all kinds of powders and whatnot. They should, be able to tell me, oh, you're not having enough protein. And so I kind of described what I just described to you about some of the, not the whole varicose vein stuff, but the other stuff about my skin just seemed like it was flabby. And it was a very young guy. Like he was very young. And he didn't know what I was talking about at all. I forget what he told me to do about it, and it didn't make any sense. So I was like, okay, thank you. Have a nice day. One of those conversations, because when the person don't know what they're talking about, they just made up something off the top of their head. It's like, okay, let me get out of here. So, I kind of tabled that whole idea, and I didn't even follow up on that, with a more reputable company, or, doing some research of my own online or whatever. But yeah, I just feel like my legs, like I said, my whole lower body is like, doesn't have the structure that it used to have. And we're not going to talk about my butt or anything like that. We're not even talking about that. Like, that's a whole nother conversation. But it's in line with all of this. And I know I do need to start working out. Get some, maybe do some squats or something like that. I'm just, like I haven't been to the gym in forever. And, I got my little walking pad at home. I haven't been on it. No, that's not true. I was on it the other day. I haven't been on it on a regular basis in a while, which I need to do. Even if it's 15 minutes a day, something, you know. So okay, the confusion is that the issue? Am I just lacking protein in my diet? But I don't understand, like, the where are they at? The little marks that I see on my legs. Like, where is that coming from? Am I not drinking enough water? Well, I know I'm not drinking enough water. I'm completely dehydrated. Like, I just drank this bottle I had in my purse. I just drank this bottle straight, like, in 2.5 seconds, because I was so thirsty. But I'm not getting enough water in on a regular, honestly, and I know it. And part of it is, you drink a lot of water, you're gonna have to go pee. I don't want to have to be out here peeing every 5 minutes. Meanwhile, at work, my desk is right near the restroom. So who cares if I'm running to the bathroom all day? Who cares? At least I'm getting hydrated, and my body is working, is functioning like it's supposed to. So that's definitely, I don't know if that has anything to do with any of the stuff I just mentioned, but I know I'm dehydrated. So it's definitely not helping anything. It's not helping. But I'm just confused as to why my body took such a, like I said, I used to have, like, my legs were one of my best features. And now I'm like, oh gee. Anyway, I just wanted to bring this up. I just thought it was, something that was on my mind. Have you had any issues like this? Anyone that's lost weight? Do you know what I'm talking about? And is it because I'm older now? I'm over 50. Is this like a thing that when you lose weight? I mean, you see this little turkey neck I got now, and they got all kind of advertisements online for creams. There's one cream for $5. You can, there's they act like in one application it's gonna make that go away. I just might buy it just for, laughs and giggles. I guess it couldn't hurt. But yeah, so I got that going on, which I don't care about that. But my legs, what is happening? Anyway, have a great day. Don't forget to like the video. Comment below. Do you know what I'm talking about? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. God bless.